Hello everybody, welcome to Wilma Well channel, and I hope everybody's doing good. Guys, I just want to let you know about my experience after having my wisdom tooth removed. So I went yesterday because I was having aching pain in my wisdom tooth. They told me a long time ago that I should take them out, but I said, you know what, it's not broke. If it's not broken, I ain't fixing. But anyway, I end up having pain. That means that the tooth was starting having cavity, a hole where the food get into inside, and it's causing pain. So I was scared. I said, you know what, I might have infection. So I said, let me go to the dentist. So I went to the dentist yesterday. It has been 24 hours since yesterday. So they were able to clean my teeth, and then they did the tooth extraction or tooth removal. So after, it took them a little bit longer on the other one, on the left side, it's the left top of my wisdom tooth. So the left side, the left side was very hard to take out because it was already broken, and the hole inside, it has cavity in it. So it took them a little bit longer. But then the right side, it was better because it was still good. But anyway, guys, if you're having any wisdom teeth and the dentist told you already to take it out, if you know, sometimes you may not be having pain and it doesn't cost anything, that's okay. If it's not causing any damage or anything to your adjacent teeth, then another other molars teeth, so you just, it's okay to keep it. But if it's making you having pain, and also they tell you that this gonna mess up your good teeth, it's good to take it out. So they, because like me, I already took the lower one. I found out yesterday it was not a wisdom tooth. I took the teeth between wisdom teeth because that's the one was hurting. That's a few years ago, a long time ago when I was a teenager. And then so my bottom wisdom tooth end up becoming part of my regular molars. So I leave it that way. So he's told me that the lower molars are good, wisdom teeth are good. They're part of my regular teeth, so that's good. So the top one was the one that remained, and that's where causing me trouble. So anyway, so they, when you go to do the wisdom teeth removal, any tooth extraction, they'll tell you the risk and hazards associated with it, and also they do use different types of anesthetic in order to numb the area. So there were choices. They gave me choices to, there's a local anesthetic, which is, there's a long term and short term. So when it's long term, which means that the numbness takes a long time to take out, so you don't feel pain. But short time is maybe few 3 hours or so, it's out, the numbness is out, but at least you're not gonna feel pain for that 3 hours. So I chose the short term local anesthetic. It's just lidocaine. That's what they use to numb the area, and they also can use gas. And I didn't want that because I said, you know what, I don't wanna go through the a little bit sleepy, twilight zone. I don't want that. So I say, you know what, I don't want to be sleeping in regular tooth extraction. So I say I just need the local anesthetic one. So the doctor did the lidocaine gel on my both wisdom tooth, and then lidocaine gel is just helping to numb the area before he does the injectable one. So after local, it was like 5 minutes later, he did the injectable one. So I didn't feel the pain there. And then so they leave it there for a few minutes, and then you numb up, and then they start taking it out. So this one was very painful because it was already broken, so it's hard to even him pulling it. So he used all the tools, he was able to take it out. And then the other one on this side was still good, so he was able to take it out easily. So after the procedure, they'll tell you, okay, this is what we want you to do. You gotta watch for bleeding. So again, if you have any medical condition, you want to make sure you check before you go for dental surgery or dental extractions, because you don't know, you might bleed. So anyway, so after surgery, the doctor will roll a piece of a cloth or a piece of gauze, and they put it on my both where they remove the hole where they remove the tooth, and they tell me to bite. So to bite is to just to make sure that blood clot is formed. So we want to make sure that the blood clot is formed, because if you're not blood clotting, you might bleed. So he told me to stay with that thing, that biting gauze for 1 hour, and then if I'm still bleeding, I can change it again. I can put a new one. So they gave me things to change, extra gauze to change. So it was good. So I was able to drive home. I drove home, straight home, because I didn't want to go anywhere. So I came back home, just lie in bed. They told me to take it easy. So that's what you do. You take it easy after surgery. And they said there's a pro and cons, things like that. So watch for bleeding. And also they will give you prescription for pain. So once you start having pain, when the numbness were out, you will start having pain. So they say watch for bleeding. And also they give ibuprofen. You can take that every time, every 6 hours when you're having pain. And they told me after, you're gonna have to start eating after the numbness wear out. So if your mouth still numb and you start eating, that can cause, you might bite yourself because you don't know, because you're numb. So you might bite yourself, and that can cause some other complications. So you want to make sure once the numbness is out, that's when you want to eat. And they say you want to start with a small bite, small food. So my tooth was a little bit hard taking out the left one, so it was my mouth was sore. So they told me, you can drink. So I just switched to juicing. So I just juice. And they will tell you not to drink in a straw, through the straw, because that can pull the blood clot that already formed. That can cause more bleeding. So you don't want to use a straw. So, and you don't want to spit or cough and spit, because that also can trigger the blood clot that already formed there and can cause more bleeding. So you don't want to do that. And I don't want to talk too much because I still have sore. Anyway, even exercising, you're not supposed to exercise. You gotta rest for the remaining of the day. The next day, you don't want to do any trigger exercises that can cause you mess up your clot, and that can cause bleeding. So you don't want that. Again, so you want to pour the water. Make sure you pour the water. This is how you're not supposed to swish. So, or switch them. So you drink like, you don't drink with a straw. You drink like this. So this is what I was doing. So when my anesthetic was way out, when the numbness was out, I just wash my mouth, brush my teeth. They told me you can brush your teeth. Just make sure that you're not going toward the area that they extract the tooth. So I wash my mouth. So in order to swish, so I just did this. You did this. You do this. And you spit that water. You're not supposed to swish, because that swishes can pull that blood clot already formed, and you can bleed, and it's not good. Again, another thing you want to watch for, what they call dry socket. You want to make sure that, when the food get in, dry socket is when the food get into the area where they pull those teeth, and it can get very painful. It causes painful infection. And then you will, the way you know that is you may feel even severe pain that cannot be relieved with the pain medication, Motrin, which is ibuprofen, or Advil, and Tylenol. So if the pain is not relieved, you want to make sure that you call your doctor back, go back to your dentist, or call them and tell them, or sometimes they will give you some kind of antibiotic prophylaxis to help relieve pain and prevent infection. So if you have the dry socket, you might go back to your doctor. Either they can do some stuff and take that food out of there to prevent infection and give you some antibiotic. And again, I'm staying cool. I'm playing cool. I'm not taking any dry food or eating anything because I can't. I don't want to. So I just switched to juicing. So this is juice and water, and that's what I'm doing. So you can do the same thing, or you can do anything that you want to eat, but it has to be soft, all right? And I'm not exercising. I'm just resting for the next 2 days, and I will start moving around. So I hope this helped for those people who are going for a dental procedure. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and share this with your family, your loved one. And I'll talk to you later on the next video. Margaret, bye-bye.